Facebook is showing me memories I don't remember having. If you're on Facebook, you'll notice they sometimes show you throwbacks they call memories. Old photos you posted. Old status updates. That kind of thing. Usually, they're super cringy. At least they are for me, anyway. I used to be one of those college girls that posted everything on Facebook. Song lyrics that were a pointed message to an ex, desperate updates fishing for compliments. And heaps of selfies, from every angle, every expression, every hairstyle. I'd always look at them though. Some weird mix of nostalgia and morbid curiosity. Or at least, I used to, until they started getting creepy. The first memory that seemed off was a photo from May 3, 2013. I was sitting at the bar, wearing a navy blue tank top with little polka dots. Except I didn't remember ever owning a shirt like that. You might think that doesn't sound very creepy. But I remember almost every clothing item I wore in college. I don't know if it's because I have a photographic memory, or because I was very into fashion. But I remember everything: the tight red sweater that was really flattering but a little itchy, the denim miniskirt that I couldn't fit into after I gained the freshman 15, and the t-shirt that read nothing but net with an old-timey 90s computer on it. I had no memory of this shirt. Maybe I borrowed it from a friend? But that wasn't the only weird thing. There were no likes or comments, not a single one. And I didn't recognize where the picture was taken. Clearly it was some sort of bar, but it definitely wasn't Victorious, the bar we usually went to. I stared at it for a while longer, but eventually I had to click out of it and get on with my day. Soon after, I forgot about it. Until the next day. Another memory popped up. Without even thinking, I clicked on it. But as soon as I did, my heart began to pound. This one wasn't a photo. It was a status update. 1:43 a.m., May 4, 2012. I don't want to live like this anymore. In of itself, that wasn't so weird. I often posted cryptic status updates. Sometimes trying to drop a covert insult on an ex, other times trying to sound deep. What was odd, though, was the date. In May 2012, I was a sophomore. And I had recently entered the best relationship of my life. So it made absolutely no sense that I would be posting something like this. Maybe I was referring to my classes or something? But I remember that semester, clearly. David and I had started going out. We were in the honeymoon phase, completely enamored with each other. And my classes that semester were pretty good too. I remember taking a class on folklore and urban legends in the English department. So why did I post this? I shook my head. There was no way I could remember every single status update I'd posted 10 years ago. Maybe I was just feeling down. Maybe I'd gained weight, I'd struggled on and off with an eating disorder, or maybe one of the cliquey girls in my dorm had been mean to me. College was an emotionally tumultuous time for me, honestly. So, again, I just pushed it out of my mind and focused on other things. But then, just a few days later, there was another one. You have a new memory to look back on today. The site told me cheerfully. But when I clicked on it, all the air sucked out of my lungs. It was a photo of my hand. With an engagement ring. I'm not married. I've never been engaged. What the hell? I stared at the post. It was dated May 7, 2014, only a few weeks before David and I broke up. I looked at the likes and the comments. Unlike the other two posts, this comment had one like on it. From David. But I blocked him. Right after the breakup. I went into my settings to double check, and there was his name on the block list. Usually when you block someone, you aren't able to click on their name if they appear at all. But when I went back to the memory, I was able to click on his name and see his profile. And my stomach fell through the floor when I saw myself in his profile picture. I was smiling, leaning into him, my arms wrapped around his. Wearing a new pair of glasses I'd never seen before. Wearing an outfit I'd never seen before. But clearly wearing a wedding ring. I scrolled through the profile, but everything else was hidden. No other photos, no relationship status, nothing. My mind scambled through the options. Is this some sick sort of joke? Maybe the profile is fake. Maybe the photo is photoshopped or AI generated or something. I mean, there was no way it could actually be David. When he broke up with me, he didn't hate me, he wasn't vengeful. He was just indifferent to me. Couldn't care less about me. Which hurt more than anything. And also meant he wouldn't go through such lengths to prank me. I was the furthest thing from his mind, I'm sure. I sucked in a breath and clicked send message. The little message box popped up. My hands hovered over the keys. For a while, I couldn't decide what to say. Finally, I typed out something semi-coherent. Hi. I don't know who this is, but your joke isn't funny. And it's kind of creepy, honestly. Please take me out of your profile pic. Thanks. The message went through, and then, a few seconds later, was marked as seen. My heart pounded in my chest. But no reply came. He wasn't typing or anything. It was just blank. I waited and waited, but nothing came. I stared at the screen so long, there was a nice little afterimage burned into my retinas. Finally, I slammed the laptop shut and stormed off. I thought that would be the end of it. That the message would scare them off and they would leave me alone. But it was just the opposite. From the minute I sent that message, everything began to fall apart. Later that evening, when I got out of the shower, there was a thin, red line on my left ring finger. Like I'd taken off a ring that was slightly too snug. When I woke up this morning, the left side of the bed felt warm. Like someone had just been laying there. I tried to ignore it. Both things were easily explainable, weren't they? I take really hot showers and my skin often gets blotchy red. I must have been lying on that side of the bed before I woke up. Nothing to worry about. Everything is fine. But I can't ignore the text I got tonight. The text that arrived on my phone at 11:21 p.m. from an unknown number.